Hello, welcome back to more Pigeon Killers present Beowulf. I am Nick. I make terrible decisions and then compound them by rolling absolutely horribly. And this is Shweta, who runs the game excellently, which extends to not killing me out of pity sometimes when the aforementioned dice rolls and bad decisions come together. In terms of where we are and what we're up to, last week, Åsbjorn suffered the consequences of that most famous TTRPG trope of coming up with a plan that seemed like it was going to work, and then halfway through just going, bah, this completely different thing that I've not thought through at all on an impulse. Roll dice, it's bad. Okay. All of his companions who were with him have been murdered, which he's obviously very unhappy about. He went back to his boat to lick his wounds and break the news, and then went back to the evil and hated Braegde to agree to go and kill his brother. I am going to kill his brother. Well, I'm going to attempt to kill his brother, and hopefully get a weapon that I can use to come back and avenge my fallen comrades. The mood is somber and vengeful. The pathetic fallacy probably means it started raining. Shweta, would you like to narrate us into some vengeance and murder?
So right now you're standing in front of a family of three. There's a woman who you spoke to the two children. One is like around your age, maybe a little younger, and the other is quite a small boy. And they took you to their mother. And when she saw you, she was like, right. Because she immediately recognized you as someone who's come here as a hero to fight. So she looks at you and she says, hello, my name is Vandren. I live here in Magan's lands. How can I help you?
Vandren, my name is Åsbjorn Skál. I came to these lands to free you from the rule of the ogres. I tried my luck with Braegde, and to be honest with you, I've suffered a humiliating and painful defeat. I would look to seek to defeat one of his brothers so that I may get a weapon that I can use against these ogres.
She kind of has these lines of worry lines etched on her face, but she has a beautiful kind eyes, and she looks past you to your companions, and she says, how exactly are you going to prepare for that?
I was hoping to get a little more information about him as we approached his lands. See if he has any particular weaknesses, any particular foibles. I have no intention in fighting him outright if I can help it, but possibly seek to find some way to gain his trust or to trick him into giving me his weapon.
She looks past you to her children and she says, good Lord, take care of your brother. I must go somewhere. And you see there's a little drizzling of rain, and she gestures to you and your followers and starts walking a little further out towards a wide open field. And as you walk towards it, the rain begins to grow and grow until it turns into a storm. And you see her waiting patiently as she looks out into the open field, doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna stand by her, looking out into the rain, thinking of my fallen comrades and how even the heavens are weeping at their unjust passing.
You see, eventually, like when the rain still falls, you see dark storm clouds above. Anybody would take shelter by now, but she's standing there solemnly in that rain. And As these dark clouds race towards the mountains, you see a horse in the distance, huge, like a giant horse, kind of run out and make this sound of joy and start running around this open field and make a perception check.
All right, 24.
When you see this horse, it's almost like it's racing the lightning as the storm passes. And Vandren still doesn't say anything. She observes the horse with like this look in her eyes. And in the distance, to the other side of you see a tall man and his horse, much smaller than the horse that you're seeing running wild in this open field. Kind of stare at the horse as well. And as you see the horse racing, you see a few others on horses start to chase this horse. And Vandren starts to back away, and that man in the distance starts to back away as well. And you see that Vandren starts to talk very quickly, as if she's trying to give you this information before someone can stop her. And she says, "You wanted to know about Magan. He came and claimed ownership of this land, of all the livestock, of all that we have. When people saw him take everything, they fought. There was a rebellion against him. My husband and my family were slain. It's only because I am quiet and my children are quiet that we live. These evil ogres rule these lands now. You should return to your ship and leave before you find them and they turn their attention to you, making them want to be cruel to you, want to take revenge against you. The biggest quality that the three of them have is their cruelty. If you do not wish to return, I would say," she turns a little, looks in the direction where the horse is still running freely and these people are chasing the horse. Those men, they are chasing that horse because Magan wants it. Magan wants that horse. You can either bring it to him to win his trust, or you can appeal to his sense of competition. He will fight you if you challenge him. He will not back down. But know this, he will not fight fair. That is all I can offer you.
You have my thanks. I cannot turn back and leave my friends unavenged, but I will avenge your husband and your kinsfolk.
She kind of sighs and she says, "You can stay with me for shelter, you and your followers, if you need it."
That would be most kind of you. You have my gratitude and that of my followers. Do you know much of this horse? How it may be enticed? It is clearly too fast to catch by chasing it around like those fools there.
That man that was observing the horse with his own in the distance, he would know more. Many say that this horse is thunderclip, that it can be seen wherever thunder is struck.
This has been most informative. I will think on what you have told me, Van Dorn, and think on the best way to approach Magan, and perhaps see if we can catch Thunderclip.
Thunderclip is kind. I think if you show Thunderclip that your intentions are good, maybe you can subdue it.
This is good to know. I have a little experience in communing with the spirits of nature, perhaps. This and my good intentions combined could sway him to our cause.
She thinks for a moment and she says, I don't wish to lose any more people to this, so I would request you, if my son Goodlaw comes to tell you that he wants to fight alongside you, that you do what is right.
I shall not disrespect your wishes in this. If he wishes to fight, that is a conversation for you and him to have.
She starts walking back. The storm still raging, Thunderclip still in a distance. If you observe, you will see that these brutes on the horses are barely able to even reach Thunderclip. It's very difficult to even go near Thunderclip, forget everything else.
Alright, I'm gonna tell the rest of my followers to go back with Vandran, if she's okay with it.
She doesn't object.
Beautiful. I'm gonna get myself and my doggo. I'm just kind of fairly gently and fairly slowly, fairly nonchalantly, just start approaching Thunderclip, watching for the patterns in how they're running about and where I may be able to intercept my path with theirs.
Make an investigation roll.
Alright. That's a natural 1 for 2.
It's hard to tell what Thunderclip is doing. You, in fact, get the attention of some of the people racing behind Thunderclip. Like some of them even come close right up to you almost to scare you off. And you realize this isn't a good place to be.
I'm gonna give the people trying to intimidate me a friendly smile and a nod, back off to a point where they are less bothered.
Mm-hmm. And you see in the distance with your earlier perception roll, you see the man and his horse start to leave.
How fast are they traveling? Would I be able to catch them up if I hustled after them?
It would. You would need to be quick about it, but you would be able to catch them.
Alright, yeah, beautiful. I'm going to hustle after him. Now, as I get closer, just call out, my friend, well met. Have you ever seen such a magnificent creature as that horseback there?
You see this older man wearing this knee-length armor, and he has very simple woolen clothes underneath it. He's carrying a shield and a bearded axe. His hair and beard are white, and they're very cut very close cropped. And he kind of is a little surprised to have someone approach him, but he turns. His horse turns as well, The horse is wearing a very beautifully made saddle and wearing a thick woolen coat. So it's quite protected from the storm. And he turns and with a very gruff voice he says, "And who is this?"
My name, sir, is Åsbjorn Skál. I am new to these lands, but you seemed as fascinated with that creature as I am. And as I'm speaking, I am proficient in animal handling, so I'm going to try and essentially try and make a good impression with the guy by making a good impression with the horse and just stroking its nose a bit to calm it down and scratching it on the neck.
You see, when you go to raise a hand to even touch the horse, this man sort of stops you and shakes his head. And he says, "I haven't seen you before. What is it that you want?"
I am merely a traveling adventurer passing through the area. I wanted to know if you knew more about that horse. I have never seen anything like it.
Make a persuasion roll.
I'm going to add, I am staying with Vandran on the edge of the village. She did not give me your name, but she seems to think highly of you.
Make it with advantage.
Alright,
And remember to assign one dice. But not now, I'm sorry, I just saw you rolled. So make it with
toss a coin
advantage.
for it.
We'll do the assignment thing later.
Alright. So with advantage, that's 15.
Persuasion is 15. Okay,
Yeah.
so he looks at you and gives a knowing smile. Says, "An adventurer. So how did that work? Did someone tell you about the ogres? Or did you find out from coming here?"
It was a strange coincidence. A scout showed up to my meat hall back home. They sang a poem about some evil ogres that had unjustly conquered a land and were making people live under a yoke of cruelty and oppression. I went out on a little sailing of my ship and just happened to land in a place where there are 3 ogres.
That horse is named Thunderclip. My horse here. He pats he pats his horse on the face and he says, "This is Rosic. You can see that I take good care of him. But no horse in this place is as strong as Thunderclip." People at first thought it was a legend. If they hadn't seen it riding out in the storm, they wouldn't believe of it, the strength it possesses. Magan wants it. The strongest horse or the strongest brother. He sends his little riders out every storm to catch Thunderclip. Let me tell you something. Whatever path you take, he wants that horse and he wants to show that he is strong. But he is not someone who will be honest. I don't know what you're planning. Maybe you think you will be able to catch Thunderclip, succeed where so many have failed. And he looks like he's kind of laughing at you. And he says, "Magan has great strength and he has a supporter in the name of Hodis, who is great at deceiving people. She controls the riders. Whatever you are planning on doing." I will help you, but you must have a clear plan.
I am currently thinking if Magan wants it to be known how strong he is, and if he is too prideful to back down from a challenge, perhaps I will challenge him to a test of strength. But my strength would be augmented with the strength of Thunderclip.
You want Thunderclip for yourself.
I wish to enlist Thunderclip as an ally in defeating this foe, and whatever Thunderclip wishes to do from there. Well, who am I to dictate the destiny of such a magnificent beast? But if I were to challenge Magan to a tug of war, and I did not mention that I would be seated on Thunderclip with the rope tied around us both, he can pull tricks of his own, but I do not think he would be able to best that fine beast.
I think you can approach Thunderclip if you show that you are an ally to the people and not to the ogre. You may just succeed without any force, without any challenge.
Well, I shall make an attempt to do so, and it has been a pleasure meeting you.
The storm is dying. I know where Thunderclip hides when the storm is gone.
Magnificent. When would you be able to take me there, my friend?
Now, we can wait
Huh?
for Thunderclip there.
Then let us go.
He nods and he starts to walk forward with you. He talks about a little, like through the silence of walking together, he talks a bit about how, Thunderclip is something that Magan has coveted a lot, and that Magan thinks that if he can break Thunderclip and then use him as a mount, that would show, it would show his strength, and it would show his command. And he takes you to a hidden dell. There's a small spring and a lot of old standing stones to keep out the worst of the wind. And you see that here he seems to have prepared like a little bit of barn type of situation where Thunderclip can rest comfortably. But when he sees Thunderclip coming, Horsick and him kind of move away. And he just nods to you and kind of lets you stand where you are. But they move and they hide from the view of Thunderclip. When Thunderclip approaches, it does not acknowledge you, but Thunderclip is not afraid or curious or anything. Thunderclip is just existing there.
All right. I'm gonna sit cross-legged on the floor, and calmly, almost like talking to myself out loud, I'm gonna start listing off the wounds that I've taken in fighting Braegde that are still healing up. And in doing so, we'll list my fallen comrades by name. I will give mention to Vandraan's husband, to Swearer's family, and to all of the humans who I wish to bring justice to. Justice and vengeance. And as I do when I'm used to communing with the spirits, I'm just gonna let myself be at one with the environment around me. Try and see if any sign that my words are reaching thunderclip.
You see that this animal is quite. It's kind of like he is listening very closely, even though it seems a little silly because this is a horse. It's not a human who can understand. And you see him kind of come a little closer to you, and I need you to. Basically, he comes closer and closer until you're almost within touching reach. I need you to make a persuasion with advantage. Remember to assign the dice so that you can gain inspiration.
So first dice will be assigned, so 4 and 5 and 9.
Okay. So that's a 4 and a 5 on your rolls?
Yep, for 9 total with no inspiration.
Okay. You see him come closer and like move away very slightly. Look on the floor.
I'm gonna sigh. I'm gonna look him in the eye, and with utmost sincerity, I'm going to say, my friend, this is my situation. I cannot leave with my friends unavenged. I cannot defeat these ogres without the help of someone like you. I have no wish to tame you. I have no wish to break you. I have no wish to take your destiny or your freedom into my hands. But without your help, I will die here, a long way from home, and without doing any of the things that I need to do with my life. Please, help me.
Make one last persuasion roll. Straight. No advantage, no disadvantage.
15 for 19.
You see this horse gently raise its head and then come close and nuzzle your cheek. You now see that he seems to be ready to help. I have sent you the stats for Thunderclip. He is a noble animal.
Beautiful.
And we'll say that you have him for this mission, and afterwards we'll see what happens. So Thunderclip doesn't have any burdens, but he has a lot of gifts. He can take a blow for the hero. He has a wisdom that he can aid you with. He is hardened, which means he's not very easily defeated in combat. And he has the ability to attack, as he has these hooves. He's a weapon bearer. They basically strike back out to anyone who strikes them.
Nice.
So you can see it's a hardy animal.
Yeah. Best horse. Alright, I am gonna stroke his neck and I'm gonna whisper thank you into his ear. And then I am gonna take him back to Vandrans to pick up my followers. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead with challenging Magan to a test of strength. Oh, actually,
I will say that the man whose name I forgot to say is Edgenut. He is very, very pleased and very impressed, and he comes with his horse Rosic, and he looks very happy, and he says, "You have my sword. and my horse as well with you. We will ride together to challenge Magan.
You have my utmost thanks, Agnar.
We will.
I am.
If you are challenging Magan on top of Thunderclip, I will. If he should accept, I will make sure that you are alone with Magan and that nobody is coming to save Magan.
That I would greatly appreciate. I still think I would be better off challenging him to some kind of test of strength or similar before challenging him to combat.
Maybe
So there's...
maybe you can challenge him to take Thunderclip from you.
This could work. I am going to consult the omens, so I will spend a few hours watching the patterns of the birds in the sky. I will study the bones of some animals. And I will see what the omens would be for challenging Magan. Challenging Magan.
I will be ready when you need me.
Thank you. Yeah, so this is...
He starts to walk away with his horse.
Alright. I'm gonna give him a nod, and then I'm gonna use the ability that I got at my most recent level up. I describe a potential course of action, and the omens will be good, bad, mixed, or uncertain, essentially. So the course of action that I'll be contemplating, going to Magon's on foot, challenge him to a test of strength, like a tug of war type thing, but then I will actually be participating on the back of Thunderclip and using his strength instead of mine.
Right. Can you read out the ability again?
Yeah, of course. Beginning at 3rd level, you become receptive to omens about the near future, whether you find them through study of animal bones, the patterns of living animals, or simple quiet contemplation. You describe a potential course of action to the GM, who responds with one of 4 possible omens. Wheel for good results, woe for bad, wheel and woe for mixed, or nothing for uncertain or unremarkable results. This feature can be used once per long rest.
You describe a potential course of action. Right. So you've described but many actions, but which is the particular one action that you want to see?
Well, the course of action would be challenging him to a test of strength, but then using Thunderclip's strength instead of mine.
I would say wheel and woe.
Alright, maybe challenging him to take Thunderclip from me would be a better idea. I was challenging him to a race, actually. Alright. With that done, I will head over to Vandran's, pick up my followers, and then pick up Egner and Horsick on the way up to Magar's Keep.
You will see that Thunderclip is following you obediently, which is kind of in contrast to what you saw of it running wild in the fields. Vanton is very surprised to even see Thunderclip. Thunderclip and I forgot the name of the dog, sorry.
Oh, I mean, I've definitely not forgotten the name of Theota.
So Thunderclip and Theota, basically are staying outside Vanran's home, and you see them slowly start to interact with each other. Thunderclip curiously bending down to get at its level, and Theatre kind of skittish but um, uh, trying to see a little curious as well as skittish, so a combination of that. And I'll say that Brandon is very surprised to see Thunderclip. Goodlog, who sees Thunderclip as you're leaving with your followers, rushes towards you and he says, "Take me. I can help. I can help in any way that you want."
I'm going to clap him on the shoulder and say, "Your mother has already lost her husband, a pain that I hope you will never ever be able to truly understand. It would be too much to ask of her for her to risk losing her son to the same fate. You are brave, and the gods smile upon your courage, but yeah, the truth is, my friend, I have led too many brave people to their deaths lately. I am not a safe wagon to hitch your horse to."
I lost my father to him. If there is a chance that he will die, I want to be a part of it. I want to help. I cannot face Gar and tell him that, well, there were these people and they came and they killed him and I just sat at home with you. I can't do that. I need to be there.
You have already helped. If it was not for you, I would never have spoken to your mother. I would never have learned of Thunderclip's
Those are
existence.
empty words. I need to be there.
I have given my word that I would not take you. I cannot break it. I understand your strength of feeling.
You cannot stop me from coming.
How big is he?
He is close to your age. He's kind of strong, well built. I will tell you now, he's either going to be an NPC I control or a follower you control, but he's going to be there.
Alright. You know what? I'm gonna call Vandran over.
Right. Vandran comes over.
I have given you my word that I would not take him, but he is determined to come. This needs to be resolved before we set off. I will not lead this young man to his potential death without your blessing, but I do not know that I can go without him coming along.
She turns to look at him and he turns to look at her, and they both face each other. They are quiet for a moment and nobody's talking, and he just looks at her and he says, "I either avenge him today or I stay home like a coward and I hate myself forever." And you see Vandran completely unable to understand or process anything and looking between her son and her other son, and she says, "You are going to go no matter what I say. So go with him and promise me to not do anything foolish." You see him nod solemnly and turn to you and look at you, give you a very forceful look, waiting.
I'm gonna look him dead in the eye, and I'm gonna say, "You stay at the back. You keep your mouth shut when there is a tension in the air. And if I say that everyone is running, do not hesitate."
He nods.
"I will do what I can to bring your son back alive, as well as to avenge your husband, Vandran. I will do everything in my power.
You see Vandren kind of sigh, close her eyes, and she looks like she's getting ready to basically, have another funeral.
Yeah, it's less than. I think it's less than 24 hours since Åsbjorn's followers were killed, so he's at a bit of a low ebb in terms of confidence, and he's just going to look at her for a minute and try and think of something like bolstering or soothing to say, and just get this creeping feeling that she might be right. Just nod at her very sadly. Check to make sure everybody's ready to head out into the rain.
As you are looking at Vandren and trying to see what you could say to her, you see Goodlog go in and bring out a spear. You see Carl crying and rushing behind him, but Vandren stops Carl, and Goodlog takes a few steps further away from him and avoid looking at him entirely. You have Goodlog as a follower now. He has a burden young, which is that he has disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom checks. He also has gifts like engage and hardened, rescue the hero, and he has a spear to fight with. You also have a follower, Edgenar. I put the cards for you, but just for our audience, his burden is that he's guileless, which means that he is not very good at charisma, but he has bearded axe. He has that axe that he can use to hit, and he can have multiple strikes against an enemy.
Nice.
And he is very good at mounted combat.
Nice. Oh, a big hitter. All right. Yeah, I think we've got our ducks in a row. Time to take our merry band and head on through the rain to what is definitely not our certain doom.
You see that the rain has reduced slightly, and it's kind of a situation where it's kind of a situation where it's not like very strong, so you're fine. But as you walk towards Magan's hall, you see there are riders on the outside, and when you enter, you get a eerily similar feeling to entering Braegde's hall, because you see Magan. I'll change the map. You see Magan sit at the very center of the hall, taking his big seat and with his followers all around him. You see there are quite a few followers and guests there. Of note, you see that there's a woman seated very close to Magan who has very short cropped hair and and the appearance of someone who basically is very intimidating. She's wearing a battle masked helmet, metal rimmed shield in her hand, has a long sword, and well worked leather scabbard. And she seems to be someone who's built very well, short and stocky, all muscle. And around her are her people whom she jokes around with. And you see Magan holding this club. I'll just put the club in the... yep, this one. See Magan holding this club. And that is his weapon that you realize was built by that dwarf.
Beautiful. I'm going to stride in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call out fairly cheerily, fairly confidently. Good afternoon, and well met, people. I am Åsbjorn Skál. I am told there are appreciators here of horse racing and fine horse flesh.
Everybody's quiet. Like so far, they were joking around and talking. Everybody's quiet when you enter, and they listen to you. And you see this woman stand up, and she says, "And what of it?"
Well, I am looking for a challenge. I have traveled from the far end of the Well Road to here. I'm looking for somebody who can beat me and my horse in a little race. I like a wager to make it interesting, but I have a most magnificent steed, and I've been pointed in your direction for somebody who might actually give me a challenge for a change.
A most magnificent steed, he says. And she turns to look at Magan. This steed, what is it? What makes it so magnificent?
It is the largest, swiftest horse I have ever seen. It appeared to me in a thunderstorm. I believe it was sent by the gods themselves.
You see Megan sit up in surprise and sort of look at you and look past you, try to see if he can spot the horse. At this point, have you kept the thunderclip outside, or have you kept it hidden or not taken it?
I would have kept him outside, a bit away with my followers.
Okay. So out of view of the entrance.
Yeah.
He looks and he looks at the distance and doesn't see a horse, and he looks suspicious, and he says, "Thunderclip."
No, Åsbjorn, but they do sound similar.
You have Thunderclip.
Oh, it has a name. I have a giant horse that I was approached by in the heart of a thunderstorm.
It approached you.
It did. Horses have always liked me. It did not seem that unusual.
Oh, I must see this horse of yours. Bring it inside.
I mean no disrespect, my lord, but if I were to bring it inside with you having so many fine friends here, I would have some worries that he may never leave again. Or one of us may never leave again. But if you are an admirer of fine horses, perhaps you would like to take my challenge, and you can race your finest steed side by side with Thunderclip.
I do not have a steed because I want Thunderclip. What would you take? I want Thunderclip.
A little wager then. This horse is my most valuable possession. If one of your fine men can beat myself and Thunderclip in a race, then Thunderclip is yours. But if Thunderclip and I win, well, the most valuable possession that I can see is that magnificent mace by your side.
I will rip you from limb to limb if you do not give me Thunderclip.
If you rip me from limb to limb, you will never know where the horse is.
Thunderclip is the fastest horse. None of my men stand a chance of winning against it. What do you want? I will give you wealth. food, whatever you want.
How about your club?
He looks at you confused for a second. He looks at you again and he's looking like he's really thinking. And he kind of narrows his eyes very slowly and he says something other than the club.
Well, I'm not seeing many things in this hole that could be worth such a magnificent horse. I can only imagine the mountains of silver it could bring in a more
I will give you those
area.
mountains of silver.
Begging your pardon, my lord, but I am not seeing much silver in this hole.
He looks back and forth and he says, bring him the silver. And you see this woman get up and with a few other people go and rush into another room. And they take a bit of time during which he's just staring at you with his mouth slightly open, trying to read you. And you see them come back with a chest full of silver coins.
Do we go for a big gambit here? Do we go for a big gambit? Yes. I'm gonna look from the silver to him and say, my lord, I will come clean and tell you the truth. Thunderclip is my horse. I would be willing to trade him. But I know of the significance of your club. I know of the magic that it holds. Your brother, Braegde, he murdered some friends and allies of mine for trespassing in his lands. I want my revenge. And for that, I must have your club or your brother's axe. I would be willing to return them to you. I would be willing to swear an oath that I would not use your club to harm you. But this silver will not avenge my friends. It will not allow me to bring Braegde the justice he deserves. There is only one thing in this hole that will set that path before me. And it is the only thing I am interested in.
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh, come on, dice gods. 11, 4 or 5. Oh, it's 5. 16.
I'm just gonna make a roll myself with disadvantage. Okay, that's an 8. And okay, he looks to you, he says, I cannot. He looks to Hordes and then back to you. I want Thunderclip, but if you take this club, anybody could come to me and end me. If my brothers found out that this was taken. No. But I want Thunderclip. You will give me Thunderclip for the club. I will send all my men with you. You can slay him, but I will keep my club. Every single person in this room and more will be at your service.
But so long as your brother holds his own weapon, every single person in this room would be futile against him.
I wanted to fight him myself, but he said he's too clever for me. Come here! And he stands up and puts the club, he's still holding it, puts it on his, on the floor, touching the floor, and he looks at you and he says, come here.
I'm going to nod and approach.
He waits until you're right in front of him.
I'm going to stop just out of club reach, or what looks like it's just
out of club reach. Okay. When you stay there, he says, come closer.
That is a fearsome club you are carrying, my lord, and you do not seem entirely happy with how these conversations are going.
I will not hit you.
I'm going to approach warily.
Hold it. And he starts to let go of his club. You take it?
If he's letting go of it, then yeah, I'll take the club.
Lift it.
Lift it two-handed.
Lift it above your head.
Do so.
What's your strength score?
Ooh, it's middling. 16.
You are able to hold this club with both hands and lift it easily. And you lift it above your head. He says, swing
it. I swing it through the air. Nowhere near him. Far as I can.
You, come here. And you see he's indicating to one of the people sitting. That man just walks up to the two of you. Hit him. And the man looks horrified.
I'm gonna swing the club, but I'm gonna try and make it look more forceful than it is. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing non-lethal damage, but just try and pull the punch Hollywood style.
It's a +9 to hit.
My word. And I rolled
11. So with the 11, you swing and you miss. And you see Magan look at you and think. And he's really thinking at this moment. You see him sort of say, you were close. You were close to hit him. He dodged. Did I tell you to dodge? And the man looks scared and he says, no. Take the hit. And he looks at you. I am not convinced. And he reaches back for the club.
I'm going to very quickly swing as hard as I can, not at him, at the minion B9.
+9 to hit.
Alright. It's a 28.
28 hits. Along with the 28 that hits, you'll also do damage. And like you said, you're doing non-lethal damage.
Yep, ideally.
So that is... Sorry, 1 second. That is a 2d10 plus 6.
Nice. 11.
You knock him unconscious. He just drops to the ground bleeding. You see Hordes run forward and look at him, look right in his face. You think she's run forward to sort of help him or pick him up or do anything. She just spits in his face and cuts his neck. Loser. Magan smiles. I will send Hodis with you. Take care of my brother. Bring my club back to me. And give me Thunderclap.
These things shall be done, my lord. I'm gonna spit on my hand and all that out. I don't usually do that. I just want to spit on him.
Yeah. I would I would say he does take it. But you see, make an insight check.
A 14 plus 3 for 17.
You see Hodis looking angry, very much trying to suppress that anger. And I'll say she nods to Magan and says, I will follow after I do a few chores. And she just walks out.
I make my departure, my lord. I too have things to prepare. You may let Hordis know that when she is ready, we will meet her an hour south of here.
He nods and he says, just bring it back soon.
Of course. You have my word.
You see him looking very scared of the fact that his club is no longer with him. So you leave, you meet your followers, you see Goodlog sees you with the club. You defeated him on your own?
Not yet. That will come later. I have taken his club to use to slay his brother. Once his brother is slain, I can then take the sword from the slain brother and use the sword to defeat Magan.
Goodlog clenches his fists, looks at you. I will trust you. And walks away. I think that's where we can take a break.
Alright, beautiful.
This went much smoother.
Yeah! Oh, welcome back to Åsbjorn with the club. We are, going to be picking back up again with a bit of Beowulf, a 5e D&D duet style conversion. We have just using great wit and cunning and 0 attack rolls. I tricked Magan out of giving us his club. We're like, yeah, we'll totally give you this magical horse. Spoiler alert, might have been lying there. We're now going to go and take his club to go and murder his brother and get some revenge for our fallen comrades. Yay! Vengeance and clubbing. That's a good Friday night.
I'll say that you're rested and you go to the, if you want to take a short rest, you can do that with all the mechanics. But you can now go to Braegde's. We'll skip everything and say you are at Braegde's abode. What are you doing?
Just while I remember, sorry, there's 2 things I wanted to do on the way. Before we meet up with Hjordis, I'm going to let everyone know that I am hugely suspicious that she has been sent along to try and steal Thunderclip, and that everybody is to not leave her side, don't let her get near the horse. And the other thing is, when we do join up with Hjordis, I wanted to ask her why she seems angry to have been sent here, or why she seems angry with Magan in some way.
I will say that she is keeping as much distance from you as possible. She is not next to you or anything like that. She's not even watching you. She's kind of isolated herself. So you would have to actively go to the back and talk to her. And when you do make your way to her, she knows exactly what's going to happen. You're going to come and ask her questions. And she looks standoffish, and she just kind of gives you a dirty look. How are you opening the conversation?
Well, if you're traveling with us, we should introduce ourselves properly. I am Åsbjorn Skál, traveling adventurer.
She does not reply.
You seem angry to be here. Do we offend you in some way, Hjordis?
She takes a deep breath, lets it out, does not reply.
If there is a problem you are dealing with, if you are going to help us with Braegde, it is only fair that I would offer some assistance in return.
And what would you offer assistance?
Well, I have many skills. I would need to know what the problem is before I would know how I could help to solve it.
Many skills, like getting your followers killed.
More have survived than have died, but I am not
To me,
perfect.
you are nothing. You have taken Magan's sword because he did not understand what you were trying to do. But to me, you are nothing. You have been defeated by Braegde. Maybe you will go back to Magan and you will be defeated by him too. I do not see you winning. This is a futile exercise.
If it were not, just out of interest, what would your life look like without Braegde and Magan? Would it be better?
You will go to him now and you will try to defeat him. And he will kill you and take Magan's club. He will kill me too. And then he will kill Magan. This is what life will look like. You are a loser. You are just meant to die. I wasn't meant to die. But I will.
I'm going to smile sadly at her and pat her on the shoulder and say, I am going to die on a path I freely walk. You are going to die on a path that you are forced on because you do not have the courage to choose your own destiny. And you think I am a loser.
Your destiny is to die.
As is yours. But I choose to meet mine with a smile and my own free will, not because I am scared to stand up to some ogre with a club.
I do not have to stand here with you and listen to all of this. I can go back.
I am sure Magan would be very happy with that.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm saying you are here because he ordered you to be here. You do not want to be here, that is clear. And if he orders you to be here, would you defy that order because you do not like me speaking to you? I am not certain.
I have decided what I will do. And
Well,
she continues to walk and you see her thinking, and then she says, I will not fight alongside you. If I have to tell Braid a lie, I will do it, but I will save my skin. I will be with the victor.
you may sit on the fence as you like, but if you side with the ogres of your own kin, do not think there will be any clemency or changing of minds in the aftermath.
Oh, this really is a threat now. Make an intimidation roll.
I can do that. Come on, dice. Alright, that's not bad. It's 21.
She kind of looks very scared for a second. And she says, how about this? I will not interfere with Braid and I will not interfere with Magan. Because I know you want to defeat Braid and then go back to Magan and defeat him. A foolish plan. But I will not interfere either way. I will not help them, I will not help you. And you will let me live.
Done.
And I will not enter Braid's abode. He will not see me.
That is fine. He has no need to see you. I do not need your help in the fight, but I will not brook any hindrance either.
She nods. I'm a mere observer.
Oh, finally something we can agree on.
She looks disgusted with herself when she says that. And what are you doing?
I'm gonna give her one last one of those searching head to toe to head looks and say, for somebody who dresses like a warrior and tries to present an almost raider-like appearance, you certainly have the heart of a farmer. And he's just gonna leave her with that and walk away.
You make your way to Braids. Do you go all the way to Crannog Hall or do you call him out? What do you do? You have Swearer, you have Goodlog, you have Edgenar.
I've been debating this the entire comfort break and I still don't know. Part of me wants to kind of camp outside to like wherever they have like a latrine or whatever, and just pick off his followers one by one as they're coming out. Part of me wants to wait till nighttime and try and get him while he's asleep. And part of me wants to call him out so that it's not such an enclosed space. I think I'm gonna lurk in the area and look to pick off some of his followers.
So you do have Megan's weapon in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the deal you made with Braegde is that you outskilled Magan.
Yeah, I was considering putting some blood on the club and being like, his neck's too thick, I couldn't get his head off, so I brought this as proof. But...
How are you luring his followers out if you're doing that?
Well, we've got no time pressure, right? So we can park up somewhere out of sight, get an idea
Sarah can
kind of...
help you hide.
Yeah, beautiful. Get an idea of where people go to kind of get water when they need water, where they go to the toilet, whether there's... just where people are coming and going from, and set up a couple of ambushes.
I'll make an investigation roll.
Alright.
You can have advantage because Swera will aid you with any information she knows.
Alright, beautiful. So that was 13 plus 1, 14.
14. You are not too sure because everything seems to be happening within the hall itself. People are rarely exiting.
Alright. Alright, we'll go into the hall then. I'll tell my followers, if they're still sat around in kind of a circle, to come in at a phalanx, get right into the room, and try and cut him off from the people at the side.
Okay.
And I will stride in, holding the club.
Who all are you taking into the...
I mean, after the way the last fight went, everybody but Theuter and Thunderclip, I think. Actually, I'm gonna leave one person outside to look after the dog and the horse. I'm gonna leave Goodlog outside to look after the dog and the horse. I said he could come and fight.
He does not protest, but he says, this is not what I will be doing when you're fighting Magan.
We will discuss that when it comes to fighting Magan, but right now, this is not your fight, this is not your vengeance. Save your energy for when that time comes.
Can you tell me the names of your followers?
Oh, yep. Let me just update this one list. So we've got Uxie.
Okay.
Halfdan.
Halfdan.
Halla. Astrid. Brunhilde. Froda, Egnar, and Swear. I'll just copy it into Discord for you.
Do you want Froda to be inside, or is it like he's in the ship?
Oh, actually, yeah, he's not very good at fighting, is he? I will leave him outside with Goodlog and the animals.
Yes. And do you take Swera in along with Ejnar?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Astrid. You're going further. And you said Swera. You have their sheets?
Yep, got that from Discord.
Okay, these are your followers. You see them surrounding you. You can position all of yourselves, everybody from you to your followers, how you want.
Beautiful. Excuse me.
Mhm. You see Braid standing like from his position, and he starts getting up and standing, and he looks at everybody enter. What is this?
You told me to come back when I had slain your brother. I could not get his head off his thick neck, but I have brought his club as a trophy and as proof.
He looks at the club very carefully. Make a deception roll again.
Ten plus 3, 13.
13. 11. Ah, 1 second. Yep. He fails. So he kind of looks at it. He says, "That looks real."
Of course it is real. And as you're part of what we agreed, you will pay Wergeld for my lost comrades.
All right. What do you want?
A pound of silver for each, and if you would want the club, that would be another 20 pounds of silver.
Give me the club first. He looks uneasy.
With how things have gone between us, I do not trust you any more than you trust me. Would you give me the silver if you had not even seen the club yet?
He bends behind, looks for a box behind him, and just picks it up and just puts it in front of you.
How far around is he turning to get this box? Is he like
He's
looking
turning
at me,
behind him.
fumbling
He's
around?
not looking at you. He's turning his head.
I am gonna swing as he's turned away. I'm just gonna headshot him with this club.
So first we're going to roll initiative. For you roll for all your followers. I'll roll for these guys first. 19, 7, 8, 17. So that is and for him. Oh. It is. What did you get?
21 for Åsbjorn, 20 for the followers.
All followers get 20, right?
Yeah, they all go on the same initiative, if I remember rightly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
got two nat 20s. I am not expecting that to be the case when it's actually critical.
It might happen.
We'll see.
Okay, so Espion is 21.
Yep.
And have I missed anybody? Astrid is also 20.
Yeah.
Oh, you are stacked with your followers up there. Okay. So you go first, you hit.
Alright, beautiful. So this will be the attack roll. No, the nat 20 would be great. Oh, 14. So 23 to hit.
Hits.
Beautiful. And 2d10 plus 4.
That's I didn't give you the stats for the weapon, I'm sorry. I will just give it to you now.
Oh, sorry. Is it +9 to hit and 2d10
Plus
4
9.
damage? Yeah.
2d10 plus 6 damage.
+6. Nice.
I'm just sending it to you in the chat.
Beautiful, thank you.
There you go.
Very nice. And that's 14 plus 6, 20 damage.
20 damage. You see you carve out like a big chunk of his health, and you see him shocked at what you've done. But that's not his turn yet. It is the turn of one of his followers. He is going to attack. First, he's going to... One second, sorry.
No worries.
Okay. He is going to say very mean words to Hala and say the last followers of his died by a moth snake. And he's going to... She has to make a 13 wisdom saving throw.
Alright, beautiful. Just double checking one thing on her sheet. Oh yeah, Symbol Warrior, regular D20. 17.
17. I believe that succeeds. So he says that, and he says she's like not really worried about that, and he is going to attack angrily. He's going to make a attack with his axe. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And that's a 6 slashing damage.
Beautiful. Tank that away. Beautiful. Uxie. So, Simple Warrior, whenever he activates his... Oh no, he's not a Simple Warrior, he's a follower. So...
Do you want him out of combat?
No. He's a strong fella. He gets advantage on strength checks.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd like him to try and grapple B4, please.
Okay.
And just try and drag him away from Åsbjorn.
So B4 is going to make a dexterity saving throw. Please make a strength throw.
Alright. This will be with advantage because of his gift Bare-Blooded. And I will take the first dice as the inspiration dice. Alright. Not that one. 14.
Okay. That succeeds. He rolled 11.
Beautiful.
So he is grappled.
And with his movement, can he drag the guy just to the left
Out
of him
of
here
the
and away
reach.
from Åsbjorn? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say these two can be a little here.
Beautiful. Coming round the followers, Brunhild is going to use the engage action to engage B2 and B1. So for the next couple of turns, they'll be focused on her and not Åsbjorn. And then with the what's it called? Not take a blow. The fighty one, weapon bearer. Hala, Halfdan, Astrid, and I've got one more weapon bearer somewhere. Oh no, it might just be those three actually. Those three are each going to make an attack against some of the mooks next to them. So, Einar on B2. Just a 12 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
No worries. Who was the next one? Hala against B1. 11 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Not great. Not great. Good log. Was Swearer a weapon bearer? I think she was, right? I've lost. Oh, sorry, I found it. Sphera. Yeah, weapon bearer.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, so she will come here and try and attack B3. Not 20. Beautiful. That'll be 2d6 damage. Go on, Sphera. 8 damage.
8 damage taken. Against whom, sorry? B3?
B3, yeah.
Taken. Okay.
Beautiful. I know Hala. Did I do half dance attack? Should be right in these.
I think you skipped half done so far.
Alright, let's have half dance attack roll. Another not 20, bro. Come on. 19 will do.
Yes.
Beautiful. 5 points of damage to B3.
Okay. He's still standing but looking weak.
Beautiful. Grapple, miss, attack. Did Astrid do any Astrid things? What's she got again? Oh yeah, she's a symbol warrior, so she'd be making one of those attacks as well. Yeah. That's a 4, which will be a miss, and that is the followers. Thank you.
Okay. Echna, did you do?
Yeah, he swung and missed.
Okay. Next we have B4, who is grappled. He's going to try to attack with disadvantage against Uxie.
Beautiful.
First make a DC 13 saving throw for wisdom.
That's a 9 and a fail.
So he takes a D4 damage on some cutting words from B4. That's 1 point of damage to him.
His nose.
And so with a disadvantage, he's going to hit. That's a 20 to hit, dirty 20.
Yeah, that's a very solid hit.
8 points of damage to Uxie.
Beautiful.
And the next guy to go is Braegde. He is going to turn around and roar in your face. Please make a DC 11 charisma saving throw.
Alright, let's go. That's a big... sorry. I got a big modifier for charisma saves, I think. Plus 5 for 12.
12, okay. You manage to succeed. Angrily, he swings his sword. That's a plus 6 to hit. There you go. 2 does not hit. I think that's all from him. He's going to scream at his followers to come help him. B3 is like swarmed with people, so he's going to attack Astrid. First, he's going to make a DC 13 roll, wisdom saving throw.
That's a 2.
Fails. And then that's a 19 plus 5. So that is a total of 8 points of damage to Astrid. And then B2 is going to do the same. Make Ejnar against Ejnar. Make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
No, they're not.
Nat 20 to hit Ejnar. $12 against Ejnar. Did he make a saving throw?
Yeah, I got a nat 20 on his save. Yeah.
12 points against Ejnar.
Alright, beautiful.
And then it's back to you.
Alright, Let's swing at Braegde some more. He's clearly not. It's a
6
15
plus
to hit.
9, 15 hits.
All right. Well, I'm very grateful for this weapon. Come on, big numbers. 10 plus 6, 16.
16. 16 points of damage. He's still standing, but he's weak.
All right. Yeah, that's going to be everything from me. Thank you.
B1. B1 is going to again hit Hala. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Hala, you got this. Easy.
Does not hit.
13.
He is a complete failure. Your follower's turn.
All right, beautiful. I'm just reminding myself. I think Brunhilde has to choose at this point between stopping engaging or making a death save. Just trying to remember if it's this turn or she gets a couple of turns grace. Engage. All right, so they get 3 rounds of engage. So Brunhilde is going to keep B1 and B2 engaged. Uxie is going to keep his grip on B4. Einar, Hala, Halfdan, Astrid, and Svera will all attack the people closest to them. So Einar, 13 to hit B2.
Doesn't hit.
Beautiful. Hala with a 16 to hit B1.
Doesn't hit.
Ooh. Halfdan. Oh, we were doing flanking, weren't we? So we could come here for advantage.
Yeah.
Alright, first dice is designated. 8
Doesn't
to hit.
hit.
Nope. Astrid. Come on, Astrid. Nope.
Does not hit.
And Sphera, second dice is designated. A 12 and a 4. Alright, they're trying.
Doesn't hit. That doesn't hit. But
They're trying.
they're trying, yeah. Is it done?
Yeah,
Followers?
that is all of them, thank you.
B4 again, same. Make a wisdom saving throw. Meanwhile, he tries to hit with disadvantage.
That's a
That's
fail
a
on the wisdom.
13 plus 5 to hit. So then
Yep.
that's a total of 13 damage to Uxie.
Okay. Alright. Beautiful.
Braid is going to swing at you again. He's going to again roar in your face. Make a DC 11 charisma saving throw.
Bring it!
18.
I roar back in his face, like Donkey should have done to Shrek.
He's like very angry. That's a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. All day.
That's 11 plus 4.
15.
15 points of slashing damage.
Beautiful.
And then this guy is gonna attack Astrid again. Make a saving throw, wisdom saving throw, and then he hits. That's a nat 20, so that is so she succeeds a wisdom saving throw, but she takes 6 points of damage from his axe.
Alright, beautiful.
Another wisdom saving throw for Ejnar, and then that is
19.
succeeds. So he just takes 8 points of damage from this guy. Your turn.
Beautiful. Alright, let's swing at Braegde again. Let's see what we can do. A 11 plus big modifier, I think that's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. For the 2d10. Come on, big numbers. 2 10s. 6 plus 6, I think it was, for 12. Yeah, 12 points of damage.
12 points. Yeah, he's barely hanging on. One more hit. If you have anything.
Alright. Oh, actually, every time we've had a session of this, I've been forgetting a thing from my character sheet. Just dropping the wording in Discord, but whenever I'm wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, it's a +2 to damage rolls with that weapon. So for every time I hit him, there should have been an extra 2 damage.
I'll take that for this one. He's still hanging on, but yes, remember that for future.
Alright, beautiful. With my bonus action.
Yes.
Just reminding myself of the thing, I'm pretty sure I can spend a hit dice for a bonus action.
To regain some health.
Yeah, just get a bit of hoops back. It's just going to be a d8 with no modifiers. So 4 points of health.
Okay.
Back up to 31.
So make a wisdom saving throw for Brunilda. And then...
Alright, 19.
She succeeds, so she just takes 7 points of damage.
Beautiful.
Follows.
Just keeping those guys engaged. Uxie's going to keep grappling the guys grappling. Einar will attack B2. 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. So that'll be 2d6. He's a big, strong boy. Go on, Einar. 5 points of damage.
Against?
B2.
B2. Okay. Next.
Hala is going to attack B1. 11 is going to miss. Halfdan will attack B3 with advantage. Designate the first dice. 15 to hit, no inspiration.
No, it doesn't hit.
No worries. Same thing from Sphera, first dice designated. 15 does not hit, but I do get inspiration from the dice. And Astrid is going to come here so that Åsbjorn can
She's going to get an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
It hits. 8.
Beautiful. She should have made her attack before she moved away. Sorry, the attacks all happened simultaneously. So it would have been a miss on the 13, and then she moves there. And that's all the followers.
Nice. And B4 is going to try to break out of his grapple. He's going to make a dexterity... Acrobatics, sorry. Can you make an athletics? He got a nat 20.
Ooh, a nat 20.
What is it? Plus
designate a dice.
He has
no
a plus one.
All minus. No pluses or minuses for the followers.
So he's out, and he gives Braegde some support here. He's going to stand here. That was his action though. So that's him. Braegde is going to swing at you with his sword. That is a +6 to hit. Does not hit, I'm guessing.
No, yeah. Dodge that one.
He's angry. B3. B3, seeing a little space here, is going to go this way, take the opportunity attack.
Alright, let's go. That's a miss.
And Sphera?
Also a miss.
Okay. He's going to run to you. First, make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
That's a pass.
Pass. Then he's going to roll to hit. He has advantage. He's going to roll to hit you with a nat 20. That is 5 points of damage to you.
Take it.
And B2, seeing this, he's going to move this way. Brunhild gets an attack.
$17 to hit. Beautiful. For 5 damage.
He's still standing. He's going to attack you with advantage. Everybody's focused on you now. That's a 19 plus 5, 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 6 points of damage to you.
Alright. Looking a little hairy.
Yeah, you're done.
Alright. There's nowhere I can move to get that flank. I'm just gonna make a regular attack against Braegde. Actually, I'm gonna use my inspiration, what I just got for the first time after all the advantage rolls. Yeah. Hey, 20 something to hit. Beautiful.
Hits.
Finish
24,
him. 10 points of damage.
10 plus?
Oh, plus 2 actually. 12 points of damage.
Is that a 1 or a 3? 1 or a 7, sorry.
It's a 1 and a 3 for 4. Plus 6 from the weapon for 10, plus
He
2
is
from my
gone.
feet for 12.
He is gone.
Alright.
You see Braid kind of you swing at him with all of his followers around you, and you bludgeon his head down to the ground. He has fallen and is now on the floor, unmoving. His followers are shocked. They just stand where they are. And he remains unmoving. He's dead. His followers start to back off from you, one by one. Do you let them go?
No. No mercy, no prisoners.
You kill all of them?
Yeah.
They are dead, and Braid is dead. Swera cheers. We must tell the witch, she says. Do you take his sword?
I'm going to take his sword. I'm going to take that necklace that I gave him. And then I am going to feed him and his followers to that snake in the moat.
Okay, the snake is very happy. And that's where we'll end today's session, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. Oof! He's down! Yes!
He is dead.
I've been toying with the idea of doing non-lethal damage and just having him wake up tied up and being like, which of your feet do you like the least? Yeah, on that cheery note, thank you for joining us, people who've joined us. Thank you for running Shweta. Thank you for hosting Kumi and the Pigeon Killers. It's been a really fun session to play. Hope it's been really fun to watch. And if you enjoyed the dice rolls and the witty banter and the murdering of ogres, boy, is next session going to be good for you as well. And the one after, and probably the one after that. Fucking ogres everywhere, mate. Come back and watch them die. Till then, have a lovely week.
Are you out?